Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of A-Man, Say Man. It's your boy, Paul.
Marvelous.
What up, Marvelous?
Hey.
Big dog.
What's up, y'all? Nick G in this motherfucker.
No question. Remnant Model.
In the building.
Yes, sir. Mr. Stefan. What's going on? And hey, Mona.
You're not marvelous until you do my hair.
I knew you would try to pull this card.
That nickname is
But
on
you should just relax and let it go.
Yeah, make sure the camera is like, zoning in and Stefan's hairstyle and whatnot.
Look like a bunch of spiders having a meeting.
Okay.
It's all good. But why won't you do his hair, though? What's going on?
Original.
What's the dilemma on doing his hair?
Doesn't matter.
Question. Does Steph have good hair texture?
What?
There's no such
Better
thing as
than
good
yours?
hair texture. There's no such thing.
What you
That was a
mean?
low blow. That was a low blow.
It is a low blow.
That's a low blow.
And I
You need
used
to
to
relax.
have great hair.
Low blow.
If I may
That's
add.
15 years ago.
No,
I don't
that's
give a damn if it's
unnecessary.
15
That's
years ago.
unnecessary low blow,
'Cause
bro.
Some parts still grow in the back. I can still feel it. So
You see how the Sherman Hemsley?
I can still feel it.
What, is it tingles or something?
I wouldn't say. Well, no. But
Does it actually grow
depends.
out,
Like,
though?
when I'm on the pillow and I'm like, it kind of like gets stuck sometimes.
If you didn't shave it, would it still grow out though?
I will hope so.
You'd have
George
like
Jefferson?
the Hemsley,
No.
the Sherman Hemsley.
I don't know who that guy is.
George Jefferson, same
George.
person.
Yes, definitely. I'm not good with first names. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know that man was 35 when he got that role?
Knock it off. Are you serious?
Dead ass.
But that's back to the old, like
The way old people
Like
look
old,
back.
old back in the day was
black,
different, right?
black back in the day. Like, come on, man. Like, what's that joint? The school joint.
School days.
Coolie High?
School. Yeah, them niggas was like 17. They look 30.
Coolie High,
Yeah, black people back in the day look old as fuck.
Yeah, they went through a lot.
I think it's the way they dressed.
Might have been a
It
struggle.
made that too. I mean, because at the end of the day, it was really no tennis shoes. It was slacks and pants.
feel me?
You know, slacks
Like
and you had like
penny loafers.
Yeah. You had dress shoes. Niggas.
Absolutely.
Could also
So
been
how
the-
old was
could've been the
Florida
crack,
Evans
too.
when she came on the scene?
Florida Evans was older than James Evans. Like real shit. Because Florida Evans was in Roots and all that shit. James Evans was like he was actually, I think James Evans was the same age as JJ as Jimmy Walker
On the show?
on the show.
Jimmy Walker had
Yeah,
to be
because
60.
James Evans looked real.
No, they was like in their 30s,
Jamesy.
huh?
30s.
They was in their 30s. Because think about it. After that, he did Coming to America. That was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was, dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he
about
was
to die.
definitely 60 and coming to America.
The
He definitely
struggle
looked
was
60.
different, bro.
I mean, but think about Good Times is in the 70s.
The struggle was.
You know what I'm saying?
The struggle was
84.
different. He didn't have a
84
hairline.
was coming. Oh no, 88 was it Coming to America, right?
Was it?
Yeah, 88 was Coming to America.
Mm.
Yeah, what happened? Okay, true. All right. Well, okay. I don't know. I just see Hey, it
Gotta
is what it-
relax.
Yeah.
Got
But
distracted.
speaking of the back in the day shit. You know what I'm saying? Civil rights stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the what year anniversary of the March on Washington?
It was 68 when it took place.
Yeah.
So we're talking, 45 years? No, excuse me. Wow. No. 55 years.
68?
55 years.
Nah.
What you mean? 2023. Minus 1960.
True.
Yeah, it's
That's
55
not
years.
about
55. Yeah, about right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because my
Yeah.
mother's 59. So yeah,
She wasn't
born,
there,
She was
though.
born 64.
She was. Oh, okay.
But I'm just equating. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's whatever. The March on Washington, they got a couple roads blocked off over here and shit. But
The
you
famous "I Have a Dream" speech by
Yeah.
Dr. Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
Jobs and freedom.
Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah, absolutely. Civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Is
You know-
that event today or was it yesterday?
It's the 28th, so it's
The
tomorrow.
28th. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Correct. But before we get into all that, though, man, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to you guys for attending our Miss Marvelous,
Yeah.
debut, acting
Yeah.
and all that.
I feel like the shout out should be the opposite.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
we
about to
should
say
be
that.
like,
We should.
shout out
Yeah,
to
we
y'all
was about to
for-
get to that.
Nah, but I have to say this though, because I'm, me personally, when it comes to things that are important to me, it's hard to sometimes be like, yeah, I want everybody there. So those who do show up,
Yeah.
like I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
'Cause you
right.
didn't have to be there. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things going on. You feel me? So the fact that you men showed up and supported, me and
That
Miss
was dope.
Marvelous.
That was dope.
Nah, I appreciate that. Because
Yeah.
because this is not just a win for me, it's a win for y'all. You feel me? Like I represent all my men
Yeah.
in my endeavors. So, I appreciate that for
You
sure.
splitting the money?
No. That I'm not doing.
So I ain't doing shit.
I'm pretty sure that a line that was said in the play came directly from this podcast. Therefore, we are due a percentage of the.
Yeah, I got
Of the
to
cut.
relax.
Yeah, I don't
And can I ask you a question, Remy?
Yeah, it was good.
Right? out of me and her, that cut should come from whom?
Both of y'all?
She used the line, not me.
Yeah, but it was about you.
But that has nothing to do
Anyways,
with
I
me.
made that line up.
Right. Where was it made up at?
It doesn't matter.
Brought to you live.
We had creative influence.
You did.
This is
so
just
I feel
out
like
of control.
I should get an extra cut then.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's this conversation
I feel like y'all not the
going?
people we should be talking to. What's the girl name?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You're talking to the wrong people.
Let me holler at Barry real quick.
Barry,
Somebody put
Yolanda.
me in touch with Barry so I can figure out some numbers.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
And shout out to them too, man.
Yeah,
You
the
know
whole
what I mean?
production team, man.
But if I may ask, how did you guys like the show?
Man, it was good. It was good. Dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, dope. Like the storyline, all that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Y'all killed it.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
That is our thing.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I don't know if it was worth $50. I'll talk to y'all about that later.
Yeah.
We'll settle
I
that.
didn't do with the
I
prices.
think, $20, $20.
But it's not a price on friendships. Everybody gotta relax.
nah, I think
It's on mine.
It's on, you know what,
I
Steph?
think
You
y'all did y'all thing.
Scrooge McDuck, man.
I think y'all did y'all thing. I think y'all would have definitely benefited, because I know y'all. I don't know the behind the scenes. I think y'all would have benefited from more in person rehearsals.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think that would have been significant in terms of like scene transitions and
Right.
the set itself. You know, physically the set, being able to make your last minute adjustments, because you can't really do that when basically the first time you get into the set is
set.
yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It's right. It's already done.
Right.
So you can't make any adjustments or anything like that. But I thought the individual, I thought y'all did good in y'all roles. Like,
Appreciate
I
that,
thought y'all did
man.
really well.
Man, I was
I got one question for you.
Yes.
I'm not trying to ruin the play just in case people are still going to go check it out. But there's a scene where a rumble occurs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
chose to throw a pillow.
You hit a nigga with a pillow.
Yeah.
You grabbed the pillow from the couch and you threw it at him on the floor. And me and Steph both kind of sat there and was like, what damage was he inflicting there? What was he doing there when he decided to throw a pillow at somebody?
It was an angry pillow hit.
Angry pillow.
Okay.
That's crazy because in rehearsal you threw him over the couch.
I did.
He did
But,
throw over the couch in the play
in
too.
the actual
But
play.
then he
Okay,
picked
I
up a
didn't
pillow
see
and threw it
Then
on.
he hit him with a
well, if
pillow.
I may add,
Yikes.
that was like that scene was made up literally like an hour before we
that's
the
true.
show actually
Yeah.
took place. So I was still
true.
trying to figure out like what am I going to do, because no one's fucking with me. I'm supposed to play a guy that sees his girl dancing with another nigga and it's wild out.
Right.
But after I fling him, no one like messes with me, and I'm like I still got to be in the mix because
Yeah.
old girl has to come out and say what y'all going? What she say? What y'all fighting here? Some bullshit like that.
Right.
So I gotta stay around. So yeah, it looked weird, and yes, the pillow does no.
You came straight into the party and just started fighting the nigga.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's just an
Yeah,
angry
he's
nigga.
already
The whole
because
place.
Paul
Stevie J
has
face
a-
ass.
in this play, he has this persona that he's just that guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
that was the whole get up with that.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you was a nasty character too, man.
Oh
It's all
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, just kept on grabbing your balls.
Hands in his pants. Hands in his pants.
With that
No
look on
shirt.
your face.
Stevie J.
Stevie J look. You know, you want some of these balls. What the fuck?
Hey, look,
You want to touch it, right?
I'm trying to tell you, I got to the joint. I got to the play late. Yeah. I walk in. As soon as I walk in, this nigga's on stage and he's like taking his shirt off and
His
shit,
shirt
and
off.
running behind the shorty in the fuck. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
going on,
yeah,
This nigga,
man.
He just threw his shirt
Clueless.
off. Right, just that, and making sure everybody when we walked in, everybody made sure that we did not miss that step. Because apparently, I guess
man.
somebody hit that first step walking up the bleachers.
I heard
of the
about
joint.
that.
Yeah, somebody
I heard
fell
about
up the
that.
steps.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sad.
That joke was crazy. And it was early in the play, too. I'm talking about like very beginning.
It's like scene one. First
Shorty,
scene.
Shorty even said it. The host even said it. Hey, guys, it gets real dark in here. Da da
It
da da
does.
da.
It
Be
does.
careful. There's no lights on the steps. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Shorty
I
started
tripped
walking
on the
up
stage
and
like
all you
twice.
heard was.
Yeah.
I feel bad for talking about it because I feel like it was an elderly person.
Might
Based
as
Here
well.
on
we
how
go.
long it took for them to get up and get the situation
Here we go.
Because I would have popped up and ran up the steps to my seat real quick. Like,
Motherfucking shins hurt. Hey, motherfucker, you know your shins hurt.
But I didn't sit my ass down now.
Shins.
Get in my
Oh,
seat.
sheesh.
Y'all are so foolish.
The whole play, I know your shins burning. You know what I mean?
Damn, can't even
Tore
enjoy the
skin
play
off them
now.
motherfuckers.
Skin off the.
how did
Now
y'all
that's-
feel though at the end of it? Did y'all feel like good, accomplished?
Well, for me, again, I don't know. I don't know what it is, bro, but it takes me a while like to sit there and digest and process and be like, damn, I was doing this, so I did this.
Yeah.
Because I want to answer your question in a second, But let me just go back to why I enjoyed the play, because it touched on something that we had touched on before in one of our podcasts, dealing with like, sexual molestation. You know what I'm saying? Especially in our community where it's prevalent and these things are not spoken about.
Right.
So to watch Yolanda allow us tell her story about what she went through, which I'm pretty sure was hard as fuck, right?
Absolutely.
Like,
and
'cause
she had family sitting out there, I think, too.
That too, but also some of these things that might be triggering. Like she talks about like the voiceover, like one part's like I can't believe like what was that stuff in my mouth? Like, am I supposed to like it? Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
She said it tastes like bubble gum.
Tastes like bubble gum.
Right, I know, and the crazy thing is, it sounds funny.
I missed all that.
That's not what she said.
But
That's
on the
not
flip,
what was said at all.
it was some crazy
a
stuff. But the
bubblegum
thing
reference.
about it is, there are women and men that deal with probably those thoughts when being abused or molested. You don't know how someone's feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So to
Facts.
say, for her to be able to say that, like that random thing, and it's like, well, why would you think that? But you never know what's in the mind of a person. Like, why would they think that? Who knows? That's probably the first thing that came to their mind, especially she's a kid at that time. Guy or girl, you don't know how, what a child is really thinking. She hadn't even hit being a teen yet
Yeah.
when that happened to her. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably uncomfortable for her, but I would imagine it was also a relief to be able to openly tell that story.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's got to be like a huge weight off of your shoulders to
Absolutely.
get to that point where you like, I'm gonna share my story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in
comfortable
that
enough.
way, yeah.
yeah.
No, I would agree. But in reference to you asking me again, how do I feel? I don't know. Like last night when I came home, I was like, you know what? This shit came and went, bro. Like that didn't get too deep and whatnot, but life just happens.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, I was just performing. Now I'm in my fucking bed.
Yeah. You've been waiting for it. You've been working
You
for
feel
it.
me?
And
Right.
then, then,
Like, and it just disappears. Like this is just a moment in time that people may forget. You're probably gonna forget, right? And it's like, what the fuck?
Definitely gonna forget.
Yeah, thank you.
More than likely.
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys are.
Well, hey, if you guys are
Guys
not,
are
if
whack.
you guys are not busy, September 16th, New York is the second play.
Yeah.
You know, you're more than
I'll
welcome.
see it twice. I'm good, fam.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just okay. But yeah, I'm sorry. What about you?
Yeah.
How did you feel after?
I was just ready to sleep because it was the anticipation of getting it done.
Yeah.
I know this was more of an intimate theater. So to get past this part, to be able to go on to a theater that's holding 500 people and it's almost sold out now.
Right.
I felt relieved to know that I can get through the smaller crowd.
Right.
For sure.
And
Your
you were
little test run.
And you were nervous going in. So was it as
Yeah, because you
I
had a
guess
big
as
part.
bad as you thought it was going to be? Like when you actually got up there, did the nerves go away and you kind of settled into the role? And
Yeah, it was a lot of mixed emotions. It was a lot of mixed emotions for like just all kinds of reasons. This is the first year I'm without my mom, and these are the things that her and I talked about. Some of the things she always wanted me to do, and I just decided to do it. I ended up getting this role, auditioning for this role, the day after her funeral, and ended up getting it and getting a key role to it. So like the emotions were all over the place, and getting there and actually getting into position to answer your question as far as like, once I got on there, was I nervous? No, because I never looked into the crowd. Although it may look like I'm peering into the crowd, I'm not. I'm looking at all the characters that are there as I'm addressing them. And then it just started coming, like everything that what they were saying, it was like, now it's like a conversation.
Yeah.
I think the struggle could be is if someone misses that one last line, which brings you into your next, which you're supposed to say.
right.
You're sitting there waiting for them to lead you into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
You need a
so
cue.
then you kind of have to improv.
Homie with the basketball, I said something
To do
like,
it.
"Ain't nobody said nothing to you," but he yelled at one of the girls on the joint, but she didn't say nothing to him. Oh, okay, yeah, I do some shit. I do go to class, or I do care something.
I know what part you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but she never said nothing about that nigga. Just yelled that shit. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, somebody forgot something.
I
'Cause that
mean,
nigga-
definitely happens for sure.
Yeah.
But we may want to plug the name of the play.
Tales of a Grown Girl.
There you go.
I think initially we were worried about whether or not we were going to be able to hear y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was a fact in
We
the beginning.
were all
We had
worried as
mics
well.
at first. Everyone had mics.
We had mics, but for some reason, some of the cast members, it was clashing, or they were rubbing against each other wrong, or something
Right.
The
like
mics
that.
were causing interference.
Right.
Yeah, and the guy was basically saying that the interference was because the theater is so intimate. It's made for your voice to carry.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's like, you guys just gonna have to speak up. We're like,
Yeah.
like, dude, I just got my voice back. You don't even know the weeks I've been dealing with, and I didn't have a voice like a week ago, and now I'm having to project my voice. So it was a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, when it was all over, it was like, thank you.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Thank
well
you
done,
that
though.
over.
Proud of y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Appreciate that, man.
Applause,
Yeah,
bud.
definitely.
My
Thank you,
man.
guys.
I don't know why
Indeed.
you asked him to be in the play and not me, but again, something else we can talk about later.
Here we go.
But thank you, though. I appreciate that. If it wasn't for you, this wouldn't have happened, to be honest. So thank you for that. And fuck you, Steph. I don't, you know.
Like,
You could have been an extra. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I felt like when I was leaving, people was eyeing me like, he might be an interesting candidate for another.
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I thought this
That's
big
the way
white
people
dude, this
look.
big tall white dude walked in that
Oh, I know
joint.
who
yo.
he
I'm
is.
I
He
thought it
came
was
to
Phil
support me.
Jackson, man.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him.
Yeah, he's
You said
important.
Phil Jackson? Go ahead, man.
I
Yo,
won't
like-
mention his name, but he's a very important guy. He definitely came.
Yeah.
That's
he
what's
sent me a
up.
text message this morning, which is funny. What you were saying just a few minutes ago is good that you have people that came and support. Because honestly, if I wasn't a part of the podcast, you guys wouldn't have just been coming out there to
Facts.
support. Or
Facts.
if
Facts.
know Paul
Yeah.
wasn't there, you know,
Yeah.
just being real.
Yeah.
And when you look around, when I looked around, I didn't have family there.
Yeah.
I had people that I invested my time in.
That's
That
family.
came.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they
Right.
to me, yeah, those are my friends. But I'm talking about there's other people that you would wish that would show up and do certain
yeah,
things or be
yeah.
there as much as you are there for them.
Yeah.
It doesn't always.
You'd almost expect certain people to be there because they're blood family. You know, it's like, bro, you're supposed to be there.
Like,
but
and when you have something
Okay.
going on, I'm gonna for sure make it my business to
Right,
be
right,
where
right.
you are.
Yeah, I think thank you is what you're looking for.
Yeah, no, not a thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
I feel like you should be thanking me. I don't know. I don't know why.
No.
How did we get here? I don't know.
But
what's
you
going
know
on.
what
I
though?
want to thank y'all. Put it that way, because everybody showed up. You brought your wives out. It was a good evening, not like some weird ratchet crap that everybody just showed up to and to be a part of.
Nah, for
you actually
sure,
had your
man.
families there and had a good time. So that meant a lot.
Well, this is the first of many more, so you know. Yeah, for sure, man. But hey, man,
Say man.
your boy Trump, man, the mugshot of the year, if not the century.
I feel like between Trump and Shannon Sharp got the best mug shot or best like still shots.
I
The
don't
best
really.
picture, Shannon Sharp in his cardigan.
Get his cardigan.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a big picture.
Yeah. But yeah.
Gotta relax.
Yeah, but Trump, this joint, man, that nigga is
What you say? He look like
He
Magneto.
look like Magneto. In it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think Donald might actually be going to jail.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna go to jail. I think he's gonna win the next election.
I don't think he's going to
That's
be able to run.
I think he will.
so.
I don't think
This,
he'll
this
be able
whole
to run
thing
either.
is set up for him not to be able to run.
It's Trump, bro.
But he
It's
don't got.
Trump.
But his soldiers are going down too, so he don't really got. He
They
don't have
might.
nobody.
Here's the thing, though. If he could pull the angle that his attorneys, he listened to their advice, then he's good. Because if people run with that narrative, who like, and it's plausible, like it makes sense. Like I'm listening to someone who's supposed to have knowledge about whatever's going on, like my attorney, right? So I'm following you. I'm following your path. I use that information. You can't really blame me. I get my intel from you.
Yeah.
If they run with that narrative, he's good.
But you still acting on that intel, so sure I can blame you.
Yeah.
On behalf of whom?
What do you mean?
You're my attorneys.
I don't know. I don't know. He gonna have
If,
to.
if your attorneys advise you to do something illegal, you still gotta answer for what you did.
Yeah.
I
Regardless
gotta
of what
pay.
their advice was.
understand that stuff, but I'm saying if they run with that narrative, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the clear. I agree with you, but if he runs with that narrative,
But he had a choice, especially if he knew along with him what was going on was wrong.
I mean, I think he's fucked. He has 91 counts.
I don't know if he's going to jail.
I don't know what all
Counts
of
of
them
what?
are. I mean, it's
voter tampering,
it's
a bunch of obstruction of justice, especially with the Malago situation. What else?
taking home classified materials or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know what the charges are exactly, but I don't see how he skates from this.
Yeah,
I don't see him going to jail.
And all the people that's going down with him, they look crazy too.
Yeah.
They're giving all these creepy, grinny smiles.
I
doing their
mean,
mugshot.
I don't know.
You think they're just trying to make a mockery or what?
I think this stuff, the whole situation. You know, would they be found guilty? Some of them will be. Trump, I don't think so. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it.
He escaped the first joint. I'm pretty sure he's going to escape this one.
I don't think he's going to escape it. I don't know the charges though, so I don't know no better. I haven't paid attention to the actual indictments and all that shit, but I don't know if he's going to escape.
Question: would you vote for Trump?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't?
Absolutely. What? That's absurd.
So next election, you voting for? Okay, who would you pick between him and I'm just curious, right? Governor Rob DeSantis.
I know nothing about Rob DeSantis, so I can't speak towards him.
Guy from Florida?
Don't know.
I know nothing about him.
That's a good question, but I would probably vote for Trump over
right. In the polls, he's up like 51%. Trump.
Over DeSantis.
Yeah, DeSantis is 14%.
Yeah, I mean, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't.
Right. But even this, as far as a moral standpoint, again, Trump's a proper dickhead, bro. Don't get it twisted. But when it comes to like black and white, I feel like you know who you're looking at, the kind of person you're dealing with that's right off the break. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying.
DeSantis, his policies, the things that he's doing away with, the whole woke thing, doing away with being taught, African American history.
Oh, that's that guy, the slavery guy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, who would you vote between him or Trump right now?
I'll probably go with Trump.
I'm not voting. Those are my options.
I'm telling you, I'm with Ram.
I'm not picking. I'm not picking the lesser of two evils. I'm just not going to
do it either.
But I feel like that's what you do in every election anyway. Is picking the lesser of two evils. But
this is worse, in my opinion. This is where it's one thing if you give me a Joe Biden versus a Trump, where I know Joe Biden ain't going to do shit for me anyway. He's old as fuck. Woo woo woo. But at least he's not a bad. Like, granted, he could be a bad person, but on the surface level, he's not a bad person.
Right.
DeSantis, we know, is a bad person.
Yes.
Like, he's doing the slavery stuff. Trump is a bad person.
I agree.
And he's done bad shit. People make money under him, but he's a bad person.
Bottom line.
I don't want him running the country.
I don't either. And when he was running the country, it wasn't all of that either. So what makes you think that him coming back around again is going to be better?
I think we just needed a break from Trump for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, it wasn't that bad when his ass. I don't feel like it was.
I don't understand how the
Trump,
how the racism.
I feel like
people
are making money.
Making money, sure, but what about everything else?
Yeah, but what's going on right now? People are broke.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's your only driver, then sure.
That's unfortunately when it comes to politics, that's always been my drive. Because as far as you can say you're going to do X, Y, Z for black people, you never do it. So I don't look for that.
Yeah, because we're not doing it for ourselves.
Never look
anyway.
for that. But I look at how your pockets are being impacted.
How about the red hat and how all the racists came out
Absolutely.
behind Trump, and
Respect.
now they're pretty prevalent and obvious, and they're not as scared as they once were to be in the cut.
You can say the same thing about the gays.
We know that too. But yeah, when Trump got elected, Twitter was on fire. The N words, how many times it was used?
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
Come on,
you
gotta relax.
I'm just saying, it sounds similar, doesn't it?
No,
they coming out. They coming out.
I don't know how we got here, but look.
It's getting sketchy.
Just saying.
All I'm saying is that
niggas came out of the cuts.
And we talking about the red hats. Now let's get back to this Trump.
I'm just saying, as far as white supremacists or the far right, that was inevitable.
Yeah, but them Bama's
I expected
here.
He gave them a voice. He gave them
of course.
He gave them a champion. He gave them someone to rally behind.
The insurrection?
And they're not going to be quiet with this when his trial starts. This is going to be loud.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, you see that shit? I pulled up to a Spanish person's house the other day,
right,
to deliver water.
Mm-hmm.
He got Trump, "Make America Great Again" on the back of his motherfucking pickup truck. With American flag joint and all that shit.
But what about the blacks that's doing the same thing?
Yeah, there's no difference.
No, I'm talking about like the ones that's saying niggas for Trump.
You like who you want to like. You know what I'm saying? Have your reasons. That don't bother me at all.
But what do you feel about?
I've never voted in my life.
What do you feel about them saying niggas for Trump?
Niggas for Trump?
That sounds ignorant, or what?
I think it is ignorant, but I think it's just a way of expressing themselves, trying to like pull people in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other people that think just like that. Niggas for Trump.
I mean, if they're in
Atlanta, they were going crazy when them trucks were fucking driving by on the street, going crazy chatting for Trump.
That's crazy.
Are they in the tax bracket? Will Trump help them?
I don't know too much about his policies when it comes to tax. I'm not gonna lie. But to answer your question is, would Trump be tried, or would he be able to run for the president? I believe he will, and I think he will win.
I don't think he's. I think he's not going to be able to run. And I think people are totally clueless and stupid for talking about niggas for Trump, but then it's the same niggas that's what was walking around when the Klan was coming out talking about all the stuff that they was going to do to them if they pulled up in their neighborhood. But then y'all, the same people, turn around and said we want to vote for Trump. That's crazy to me.
Well, I mean,
it's insane.
People vote their interest, though. They don't vote for the person and who they are as a human. Mm-hmm. They vote for how, like Paul said, they vote for how it's going to impact their life and their pockets. And you can be a racist motherfucker, but if I'm making money and my life improves while you're in office, I'm gonna vote for you again.
Absolutely.
But these people's pockets wasn't all improving when the Klan was coming out to their neighborhoods and doing all this crazy stuff. They just wanted to fight back.
Maybe so.
So what does that have to do? What did that have to do economically? Like, what did that have to do with the pockets at that point?
I don't know. I think to me that might be apples and oranges as far as.
No, I just think that overweighed and overshadowed the finance part. But now that everybody's in a struggle, now it's like, oh, now we want to ride with the same person that bought all these people out that was attacking our communities and doing that. None of that makes sense to me. I need that to make that make sense. If you want to go and vote for Trump at this point.
Look, man, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of those people, a lot of people that voted for him previously aren't even going to vote for him again this time. I think he still has a strong backing. I think there's a lot of people that would still vote for him, but I think that his numbers will be down in terms of the final run.
That man raised more than $7 million after that Georgia booking.
Oh yeah, using the mugshot.
Oh yeah,
as a fundraising.
They done made mixtapes. They done made mixtapes off this.
Mind you, we as you talking about money, we know that the people that make the most money off of Trump are rich people. So $7 million, that's 7 niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 7 Kanyes. Here go a meal. Here go a meal. Done.
Okay, right,
It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
The people that make the most amount of money off of any president are rich people.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but we was talking about money and how people were making more money when Trump was in office. So the people that want him back in office so that they continue to make more money,
but
are those that could easily be like, oh, you need how much? I mean, I was trying to get at was $7 million is not that much when you're Trump and the friends that you have. Right, if you got 7 Kanyes, $7 million is 7 people.
I agree with that.
Respect.
True that. Point taken.
Hey man.
Say man.
Do y'all think that recent Jacksonville incident was a response to where we're heading right now?
What happened in Jacksonville?
Okay, cool. So there was a shooting where a white guy that I guess didn't like black people ended up killing 3 people at a Dollar General.
Right.
Yeah, this happened yesterday.
Right.
Then he killed himself, which I always just pisses me off.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that. Just go out in the bang, brother. You know what I mean? But as far as Trump march in Washington that took place back many years ago.
Yeah. Just said 55.
I did say 55 years ago, right? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For him to say that I hate black people and to commit a crime like that, I don't know if that's like sending waves, but we might start seeing more shootings like that.
When did we not see shootings like that?
Yeah, but just killing black people just like that and saying I hate blacks?
But wait, this is new?
Not nothing new, but as far as the temperature right now, where the climate that we're in right now.
I think you can expect to see more and hear about more because we're getting close to election time.
Right.
I think the news cycle is completely different as you get closer to an election.
Mm-hmm.
And based on who's in office and who's not in office.
Right.
Right. So now, getting close to election time, there's going to be news that comes out that's going to try to sway you in one way or the other. It just depends on where you get your news from.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
True that.
Absolutely.
True that.
That's
That's my first to hear about it though, but that's crazy. He just
the Jacksonville situation.
Just shooting.
It's going to always be something somewhere. That's just the bottom line. And even with these young, especially now, it's been more prevalent with the younger children that it's happening to. I just think that it's just only going to get worse. It's just only going to get worse.
What's been more prevalent?
A lot of violence with not the violence, but like the officers like locking up the children or pressing the children out. I think I seen a video a few weeks ago. It might even have been a month ago where an officer was trying to like lure like a child like telling him, oh, well, you have to come with me. And the lady's like, no, you don't have to go with him. And the child is like breaking down, crying.
You talking about the little boy on the bike?
Yeah.
What happened exactly?
So I guess he was outside. The officer was basically telling him he has to come with him. I don't know if he didn't do anything like extremely wrong, but I think he was just trying to take him. So it was in an area where there's child abduction and all of this kind of stuff.
So he was trying to protect him.
No, he was trying to take him. And the lady that was outside
He's probably a
seeing
fake-ass
what was
cop.
going on, and she basically was telling the officer, leave him alone. Let him get home, and told the little boy, go home to your mom, because he really didn't have anything that he can take him with. And you can obviously see he's not the type of officer that's really aggressive. Was like, no, you're going to come with me. He was just kind of like, just come on.
That's crazy.
Instead of, there are officers that will just tell the child, get in the car, and that's you don't have no say.
You ever seen Mystic River?
Nah.
Nah. Yeah,
So
it's the same.
just
Always has
those
these
type of
random
little
movie references.
digs that are happening with